This is Catherby Lad. He's my Xtreme one-chunk Ironman. He's a small-town boy with big dreams. He wants to see the world and become a true hero. Now, I do have an update to my rules. Previously, I had said that monster drops wouldn't count as a primary training method, and I did have some people that took exception to that when it came to farming. Now, there are a lot of monsters in the east chunks from me that drop a fair amount of seeds, namely the Catherby Dungeon. Now, to the west of me, I also have a Master Farmer coming up. With those in mind, they will start skilling challenges, and I will use the seed drops for farming, but it will not be a primary concern of mine. I will not go out of my way to hit those milestones because I, again, do not have a primary training method, but I will use the secondary drops to go towards said skilling challenges. On the last episode, I pickpocketed a bunch of men, used that money to buy a bunch of stuff from the shops, then proceed to kill a bunch of men because of how long it took me to pickpocket them was utterly atrocious. Killing them was much slower for the money, but it was so much more satisfaction. I successfully cooked a rabbit, and I killed a giant murder bat. At the end of the last episode, we rolled our second chunk, Camelot. There are not many tasks for this chunk, but we must kill unicorns until I complete their drop table, reach 20 attack to meet the Merlin's crystal requirements and start the quest. Part of this chunk contains White Wolf Mountain, which I cannot access. This means all tasks pertaining to the ice giants here will be backlogged. And just finishing up the first unicorn kill in this chunk. These little things are a pain to kill because they want to run away right at the end of the kill. Unicorn horn and bone. Alright, and we just got 20 attack. That takes care of the requirement for Merlin's crystal. So I guess we should probably head over there and get the quest moving, shall we? Alright, so now it's time to start Merlin's crystal quest. Alright, which one of you is King Arthur? Right there. Alright, so with this quest and every other quest, pretty much, in a chunk account, I'm not going to be able to finish this right away. It's actually going to be some time before I can finish it. But I can get the 20 attack requirement, which is done, talk to King Arthur, and talk to Sir Gawain. The next step of this quest requires me to go up the stairs to my left. Fortunately, that's in another chunk, which is the Sears Village chunk. Might be able to roll that next chunk and progress the quest, but we'll have to see. One thing I'm not looking forward to is the Ensouled Unicorn Head. I have to get this thing, and it's a 1 in 35 drop. But let's face it, those inconspicuous drops that are low odds like that, well, high chance of getting, never actually end up being that easy to get. There we go, Ensouled Unicorn Head achieved. Alright, so that Ensouled Unicorn Head took me 72 kills, twice the drop rate. What can you do though? Quick look at the bank for you if you're interested, just tidying up a little bit. Alright, so it looks like it's time to roll a new chunk. Let's look at what we got. If we roll 1, we'll have to start the Elemental Workshop, continue Merlin's Crystal, do tasks 4 and 9 of the Candor and Easy Diary. I would have to get all the drops from women and purchase everything from Forrester's Arms shop. If we roll a 2, we would have to get the prayer requirement for Scorpion Catcher, which is 31. I don't know why it says I can start Scorpion Catcher because you have to have Alfred Grimhand's Bar Crawl for that. I can do the easy tasks 3 and 10 of the Candor and Easy Diary as well. Chunk number 3 is just some corner content. A lot of these tasks you see here, well, not a lot of them, all of them, are due to Intrana, which obviously I don't have access to. Chunk 4 is going to be the biggest grind for us. It unlocks an archery shop, which of course we have to buy everything from, but included in that is the studded body and studded chaps, along with bows and arrows, which we would need to get the applicable range and defense levels for. We would also have to get 80 cooking and 72 fishing to cook and catch sharks. With those levels as well, I have to catch a big bass, swordfish, and shark. Those are going to take quite some time, seeing as they have drop rates of 1 in 1,000, 1 of 2,500, and 1 of 5,000 respectively. Also, right here on this mountaintop, there's a big wolf that I can kill to get his bones. The other wolves, though, I do not have access to, as they were over on this side of the mountain, and I would have to unlock 5 to get there. After that, oh, there's also a woman in this chunk as well. I'd have to kill her and get all of her drops, along with getting all the items from the fishing shop, which, of course, is obvious. Chunk 5 is probably a very small chunk for us, seeing as how all it really has is a farming shop, which I have to buy everything from. I cannot access White Wolf Mountain. I cannot start the fishing contest, because I will need Chunk 4 to get the fishing levels for that, unless I get enough Evil Bob randoms to get me there. The wheat field for the Puro chunk I don't have to worry about. You need 17 Hunter to even access the crop circle, and as I said, I'm not going to be lamping Hunter to 17. That would be a waste of my time and yours. So with that being said, it is now time to roll a chunk. Looks like we're going to the Sorcerer's Tower. Oh, this is going to be painful. Looking at what we have available to us, we have to get 31 prayer off of men. The unicorns up here are too spaced out, and they run away from you when their health gets low. The giant bats are too strong for us, so we'd have to pretty much kill these 2 men on this pier for 31 prayer. This is going to be painful. And it almost makes me regret making this series. Alright, so as I said, in the Sorcerer's Tower chunk, I have to get 31 prayer to meet the requirement for the Scorpion Catcher quest, which I'll have to do from burying the bones of many, many, many men. I also have to do the Kandarin Easy Diary tasks of collecting 5 flax from the Sears Village flax field and talking to Sherlock. Alright, so now that we have the Sorcerer's Tower chunk, I'm going to take care of these 2 Kandarin Easy Achievement Diary tasks, and that would be 5 flax picked out of the flax field. And now we're going to go ahead and talk to Sherlock. Oh, wait a minute. The fire making tutors there, that's the 99 cape for fire making. So if I get my hands on an axe soon, I'll have to do 99 fire making. I think I have access to, obviously, the basic trees, oaks. I might have willows around here somewhere. And I have those magic trees there. So that's a point of contention. I'm gonna swing up here real quick, just double check if I can start the quest. I'm pretty sure I need Alfred Grimhand's bar crawl for this, on top of the 31 prayer, but I mean, let's check. Because if I don't necessarily need the 31 prayer to start the quest, and it's just a quest requirement, I mean, I still have to get it, but at least this task is knocked out of the way. So that's one less thing I have to... Okay, never mind then. So I still need to have Alfred Grimhand's bar crawl before I can start this. Great. So that's one thing I'm realizing too now. And I had mentioned this before when I went over the rules of my chunk account, was that I'm not necessarily going to go out of my way to get the herb and seed tables. More than likely I'll end up getting them anyways over the course of doing like crimes like this. How I have to get 31 prayer off these men, I'm going to complete the herb table. That's not a problem. And when I get to chunks like the Toverley Dungeon, odds are I'm gonna need to train all of my combat skills up for the black dragons, because I'm going to need to kill them in order to get the draconic visage. So I'm more than likely going to complete the herb and seed tables for everything in there as well. The rule is still in place, but I'm starting to think I'm going to become lax on it, to where it's only going to be rare drop tables ignored, but everything else I still have to get. One thing I'm going to do real quick, so I'm going to head over to this gardener. I'm going to buy a rake from them. Now, I could have purchased this, actually, when I had the the Camelot chunk, but it didn't appear on the to-do list, and I completely forgot about it. So, better late than never. It's not required for me to do this, but it's definitely a nice way to break up the grind. How many men I'm gonna have to kill? It's a ridiculous amount. Something like 3,000 or something odd like that, but I figure at least to break up the grind, go here and rake some weeds up and maybe fill the compost bin with pineapples. Super compost will actually give me experience from putting it in buckets, and it'd definitely get me a head start on farming. Once I can actually farm and I get seeds, I'll have plenty of super compost, and that's definitely something I won't have to worry about going forward. Alright, are you ready? Are you ready for it? 31 prayer. This took an obscene amount of time. I don't want to do this again. Training prayer of regular bones is so painful. I've seen some accounts that, due to the sheer amount of grinds they have, like those that start in Lumbridge, getting 60 wood cutting on top of fire making and fletching, they break up their grind by going through and killing men at the same time. And I've seen them get protection prayers doing it. Well, I guess men and goblins, but that's besides the point. Like, I wouldn't wish this grind on my worst enemy. This is painful. I'm gonna run over here and talk to the sorcerer again to see if maybe with 31 prayer I could start the quest. Please? Ready, please? And nope. Oh, it was worth the shot anyways. Roll a new chunk, anyone? Alright, so now that terrible grind for 31 prayer is done, the Sorcerer's Tower chunk is now complete. Looking at what we can roll now, we have one easy chunk and one daunting chunk. Chunk 6, the Heminster chunk, basically all I gotta do is complete the chicken drop table. That's it. I don't have the range level to access the ranging guild, nor do I have a way to train my range in order to get there. I can't continue the fishing contest quest because I don't have access to McRubber's Woods for me to get the Kingworm. So rolling number 6 wouldn't be bad. It'd be another quick chunk. On the other hand, Legends Guild, I have to get the thieving and strength requirements of 50. Not too bad. It'll take me some time, but not too bad. It's the prayer. Yeah, there's a prayer requirement here, and it's 42. I just went through 3,000 men to get up to the 32 prayer requirement. The 31 prayer, I'm sorry. 42 prayer would take like 5,000 more men, at least. So I'm not looking forward to having to do that. And then you got some grizzly bears here, which, great for training strength, poor for training in prayer. Well, we already talked about the other chunks, so let's see what we get. Please be good. Please be good to me. Yes. Alright, easy chunk. Easy, easy, easy. Now, none of this is as bad as you think, because I don't have access to any of it. The Ice Warriors are up here, so I don't have to worry about them at all. Because I can't get up the mountain. Like, literally 3 is my only access to get onto White Wolf Mountain to kill the the Ice Giants or the Ice Warriors, and I would be able to use the range shot to kill them, but I can't get up there. Like I said, with Puro Puro, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have 1700, I'm not lamping it. I can't start fishing contests because I have no way to fish. All I have is that farming shop. Easy. Alright, well that's a wrap on episode 2. I'm hoping everyone enjoyed. I want to thank everyone for not only watching, but also supporting. First episode of my Xtreme 1 Chunk Hardcore Ironman hit 56 subs and 278 views. Thank you. I really do appreciate that support. It keeps me going, especially through that 3,000 men grind. I need you all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Please also leave a comment. Anything that you liked with the series, anything you didn't like. When do you think I'm going to lose my hardcore status? Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Please and thank you. I want to also let you all know that I am on Twitter. I don't tweet much, but I plan on getting that resolved soon. The link for that's in the description. I also have a link to my Patreon down there. I don't ask for much. A little bit helps here and there. Anything that I make on Patreon will definitely be going towards the channel and helping improve the content going forward. I want to give a thank you to everyone that subscribed to me since the first episode launched, and those people are Alcohol, BM Bobo, Black Plague, Dan Morris, Emmanuel Lego, Fame Pursuit, Gustav Hollander, Isaac, Jordan Blackburn, Calvis Klintz, Corpotaja, Rasmus Hastad, Rice and Cookie, Rock 84536, Snoop Robinson, Source Chunk, TM Beef, Trevor, and Wandering Bathtub. Thank you all for the support, and I'm hoping that you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you hotties next time.